So what's a normal process then if a seller came to you and said, I want to list my business? What are you looking at and what are you looking for?
Yeah. So if seller comes to us, the first thing we're going to have them do is submit the business to our vetting process, and that's a information gathering and checking into things kind of process. It varies a bit dependent on the business model. For quite a lot of we sell a lot of e-commerce businesses. For businesses that are selling on Amazon, Shopify, things like that. We have API integrations with all of them, so we'll kind of pull the numbers, we'll build the
Hmm.
P&L. And then we kind of work with the seller on different expenses and cost of goods and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I guess we're doing two things there. One is we are checking the legitimacy of the business and the seller, and that we've sold 2,500 of these kind of businesses, so we kind of know what they should look for. We're looking for any red flags, stuff like that. And then at the same time, we're kind of also packaging that information up into a listing and a data room type presentation that we can then present to buyers. And so all of our listings look kind of uniform, and buyers know what to expect. Basically, we very rarely will we just take the seller's P&L and kind of upload it. We like to kind of put things in our own format and have everything kind of uniform.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So, if you had a seller that went through the process, you looked at it, you decided that it's something that could qualify to be listed. Are you working with them on the price that you feel it'll sell for, and then trying to see if they're comfortable with that price? Is that how it would work?
Yeah, basically. So the way that our kind of internal valuation tool works is it gives us a range to work in, takes in kind of a few factors, and then our vetting advisors, because they've vetted so many of these businesses, will kind of use their judgment alongside our sales data as well, and they'll say, hey, I know the tool gave you this kind of range based on these things in your business. We think like this is what's realistic. And we're willing to flex a little bit if a seller's like, "Hey, I'd like to list a little higher than that," and kind of see. But we always just try to be like very candid about where we think the right price is. And then if a seller wants to go slightly higher than that, or slightly lower if they have particular urgency, then that's fine. But they kind of do it eyes wide open of what we're seeing in the market, basically.
Thank you all for listening to Before You Buy or Sell a Business. If you found value in this episode, please follow the show, leave a positive review, and share it with someone. For more information, check out jaredwjohnson.com. We'll see you all next time.